Beautiful day. As promised, I am back here with Zach, and my 9th gen is going to go up against his S2000 again. Your turbo kit is almost completely in.
For the most part, yep.
And you're about to put it on jack stands and get the turbo on.
Yeah, it's probably the last time I drive it.
Okay. One final bout, as I just told him. I'm going to give you guys a shot of this interior because this is just gorgeous. I love these seats. Absolutely love them, and they're in really good shape. I mean, the passenger one is in mint condition.
Yeah, driver's side, not so much, but...
That's expected with the 20-year-old car. I mean, come on. No one's gonna knock you for that. I love the color of that interior, man. That's classy. Really classy. What's that red light for right there?
It's a good question. I never figured it out myself.
Interesting. In September 1999, the 2000 Honda S2000 was released in North America. The front-engine, rear-wheel drive, 240 horsepower sports car was only offered in a 6-speed manual, rightfully so. Coming in at less than 2,800 pounds, the 2-liter naturally aspirated F20C engine pumps out 240 horsepower at 8,300 RPM with an 8,900 RPM redline. Peak torque of 153 pound-feet arrive at 7,500 RPM. According to Motor Trend, the S2000 reaches 60 miles per hour in 5.8 seconds with a quarter mile time of 14.2 at 98.1 miles per hour. At the time this was released, only 4 other production roadsters topped its power to weight ratio. Those being the C5 Corvette, Dodge Viper RT10, Ferrari F355 Spider, and the Plymouth Prowler. And according to multiple sources on the S2KI forum, VTEC engagement is around 6,000 RPM, but varies due to elevation and other factors. This is my 2013 Honda Civic Si. It features a 2.4-liter K24 Z7 with iVTEC only on the exhaust side of the dual overhead cam setup. The stock 201 horsepower at 7,000 RPM and 170 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM was not good enough for me, so I have a few modifications that pose a threat to our Challenger today. I have the Acuity cold air intake, full race 3-inch catback exhaust, and since the Z7 has an integrated exhaust manifold, the traditional header application is void. These cars use downpipes directly off of the engine, to which I have the Skunk 2 catless downpipe. I have been E-tuned by Josh Arandia, otherwise known as Yosh Tuned, and his E-dyno estimates that my power levels are at 208 wheel horsepower and 183 pound-feet of torque. My VTEC engagement is now 4,500 RPM, and redline is set to 7,600. The first time my 9th gen took on Zach's S2000, it only had an intake and exhaust. He was faster. Now, with the 17 wheel horsepower I gained from the downpipe, I'm going to make a last-ditch effort to defeat the almighty S2000 in a series of roll races with my 9th gen. I rewatched our first race last night, and I was thinking to myself, okay, first I need to make sure that this downpipe install would warrant a rerun. And I watched the race and I was like, okay, I mean, there were some runs where you totally gapped me, and there were some runs where like I was a car length behind you. So I'm like, okay, I don't know, we might have some mixed results today, but I'm thinking we might be pretty even, which would be great. I mean, close races are always a lot of fun. Before I do the supercharger, the most important things are to do the clutch and injectors. So, I mean, this engine is reliable for 400 horsepower. Above that, it's questionable. I'm thinking if I get a supercharger and maybe hang around like the low to mid 300s and have fun with it and make a bunch of content, I think that'll give me enough time to, in the meantime, save up money to build the engine. That's kind of my plan. Dude, that looks freaking sweet. Just did that again? That is unacceptable. Our driver will make sure he does not miss 5th gear again, I swear. Ready? not miss fifth gear that time. All right, right now I'm feeling a 20 roll, and I'm gonna start in second gear. I'm not sure which gear he's gonna start in. There was an incoming object in the way, so my driver stopped that one. All right, so that last one was a really good one because we started at about a 20 roll. He was in first gear and I was in second. So you could see where he got a really good start. I want to do another 20 roll like that because I want to see what happens when we bring him out. Ready? Amazing. When we slammed it into fifth gear, we started to take him. That was a great run. All right, well, that was exciting. Our stunt drivers did a pretty good job today. My stunt driver missed fifth gear the first time. So our very first run, we missed fifth gear. I don't know if you noticed that.
I think we were about done at that point anyway. I heard it, but I figured it was because we were done.
So you could actually hear my car this time?
That time I could, a little bit.
The downpipe helped a little bit with the sound, but there's this terrible hiss.
I hear the hiss.
You can hear the hiss?
I heard the hiss when we were coming back. I was like, what the f is that?
I gotta fix the freaking downpipe situation immediately.
What's causing it?
Okay, it's a... Okay, so the hiss is because this car has an integrated exhaust manifold. So you have headers on your car, or a header, and I don't have that. It's just a pipe. Like a turbo car, you just have a downpipe. I don't know the technical details as to why it makes a hissing sound, but the catless downpipes for this car make a hissing sound.
Is it all of them?
Well, apparently I got the worst one.
Oh.
And some little things I can do to try and make it a little better are, which I'm gonna do soon, I'm gonna take the downpipe off, I'm gonna go to AutoZone, I'm gonna get some heat wrap, and then also one of their gaskets. Apparently AutoZone is really good. Just those triangle gaskets that connects the downpipe to the midpipe. Because the one that I got from Skunk 2, it was like, it wasn't a smooth surface. It was like, it had like a ribbed surface.
Yeah.
So there's probably a fucking leak. Like, why would they send that? But I put it on anyway because I'm like, okay, well, it comes with the kit. Might as well put it on. But I'm kind of thinking that if I were to heat wrap it and get a different seal and then crank those bolts, hopefully I'll get rid of the hiss. But it's that bad that he was able to hear it while both of our cars are full throttle. So that really says something.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, it's not a good sound.
It doesn't blend into anything.
No.
But like I think that's the best way to put it, like how you can hear it. It doesn't blend into anything.
Yeah. And when you're inside the car, it's worse.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
That's rough.
Downshifts are not pleasing at all anymore because when I blip the throttle, all I hear is like a and it's terrible. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. This looks so cool with the top down, man.
That's what I have mixed feelings about if I want to go hard top.
Oh, dude. With the top down, this looks that's
everything's better topless.
Dude, yeah. Well, yeah. Except me. I do the same thing with my wall. I put it right there. All right, so what were you, I never asked you about what were your predictions before the race and what are your thoughts on it now?
I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought it was about a coin flip if I would win or lose, to be honest. Now, knowing that I lost, for sure, because was it our last one?
The last one, the 20 roll?
Where you got me on the big end?
I noticed that right as I was ringing out fourth gear, I started to pull you in, and then I slammed it into fifth.
And then we were about even, and we were coming up on the curve, and I was like,
It was really close.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question. Do you think that how greatly does this affect aerodynamics if you want to get technical? Now we're just like getting into the weeds.
I would assume a lot. I am by no means an engineer, but I know having your windows down affects your miles per gallon because it increases drag.
Yeah.
So I would assume this would very much increase drag.
Yeah. Interesting.
But it's 60 degrees outside. I want the top down, so I'll put it down.
Yeah, it was nice
out. Yeah. It's like
I wish I could have had my top down.
It's like perfect to ride around with a hoodie right now. I love it. But what's all done to your car? Tuned?
Yeah, so
intake?
3-inch intake, or 3.5-inch intake, 3-inch catless downpipe going to a 3-inch aftermarket exhaust, full race exhaust, and then E-tuned.
Yeah. Versus stock with a cat pack.
No, hey, totally.
So,
hey,
I'm happy that it took that much to beat it.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Yeah, no, hey,
that's how I look at
that is a great way to look at it. A car that comes with the factory 240 horsepower, you know, something that weighs more, it's going to take a lot of mods to be able to keep up with that. Because you weigh 2,700 pounds, I weigh 29.
What year's your car?
2013.
Yeah. Young gun right there.
Yeah.
Trying to down the old man.
I just ordered coilovers though.
Hey.
So, very much needed. As you can see, this car has an enormous wheel gap. It's terrible. So, probably give it a good 1.5 to 2 inches of drop.
Slam it.
Before the supercharger, so it basically comes down to when I save up the money.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the coilovers coming. That will help out the visuals tremendously. And then,
or you could not do anything with the visuals.
well, I do want to do some things with the visuals because I hate the front bumper. I hate the chrome on the front bumper. Yeah, in 2012, when this car came out, the sedan didn't have any chrome on the front bumper, and it looked really good in my opinion. And it had like a nice blacked out grille. It looked really good. And then for some, I don't know why reason, they changed it in 2013 so the sedans look like this. And I hate it. I don't think it looks sporty. I don't think it looks aggressive. I don't like it at all.
If you don't look at the chrome, the headlights are aggressive.
I do like the headlights.
The grille itself isn't terrible. Could be more aggressive. Bottom doesn't really look that aggressive though, where your lip is.
Well, I mean,
that doesn't.
Almost everybody puts a front lip on this car, so
have to. It doesn't look very.
So I'm gonna get the 2012 sedan front bumper, and it's gonna look so much better. Get rid of all the chrome. It's a completely different design, but I absolutely love it. But I don't know if I want to do the front bumper and wheels and tires before the supercharger. If I do that, it's gonna be a long time before I get the supercharger.
You sound like me, where I was like, man, do I want to make the car prettier, or do I want it to be faster? And as you can see, I got scraped stock wheels.
It still looks good in my opinion.
I mean, it's not a bad looking car, but she's a little beat up.
I did the same exact thing with my 10th gen. With my 10th gen, I did all performance mods, and I did absolutely zero visual mods besides the wrap, which was a complete waste of time. With this car, I don't want to do that. I definitely want to make it look nicer. It just has a snowball effect.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll get more attention with it, all that type of stuff. And plus I want it to look better. All right, thanks for watching everybody. Thank you to Zach again for bringing his car out. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully the next thing you guys see on the 9 channel will be the coilover install, but you'll see it when you see it. Thank you for watching. What's that?
Or you could run the Evo.
Or I could run the Evo?
Yeah.
That's faster than this though, right?
Yeah. The Evo's faster than the S2000.
Oof, I don't know. Let me know if I should run his Evo with the 9th gen. I think I would probably need the RBC to put up a good fight against that one. But I don't know. Zach's always down, so.
You got nothing much going on.
All right. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.